Hello, I'm ranking sharks based on realism. We're going to start with the least realistic shark and work our way up. First on the list is Mr. Shark from the Bad Guys films. For each entrant on the list, I'll score both anatomy and behavior for realism. First, with the anatomy of Mr. Shark, he's got 300 sharp teeth, a bulky head, gray-white skin, and a shark fin. But let's take a closer deep dive. He walks on 2 legs. He has arms and hands, clothes, a man body, and no tail. Okay, let's get Dr. Frog in here. Go ahead and explain our perfect great white shark so we have a level of comparison, shall we?
Certainly. Head is broad and conical. They've got large mouths extending back along the heads. Multiple rows of teeth, triangular teeth in there. The eyes are quite small and positioned on the sides of the head. Small sensory pores are going to be around the snout. The body is thick, powerful, and toned. There's a tapering toward the tail and streamlined shape for swimming. We have gills, pectoral fins, pelvic fins, anal fin, and caudal fin, aka the tail. And can't forget the iconic dorsal fin on top. Coloration is gray, usually, with that coming in handy as a camouflage. So, if we compare the real great white shark to Mr. Shark here, I'm gonna go ahead and give Mr. Shark a D for anatomy.
I'll take his word for it. Next, when you look at his behavior, not great. He is part of a crew of varying animal species. They do not live underwater. Mr. Shark himself is a nice, sociable guy. His role in the crew is master of disguise. I think he has some of the strength and intimidation of a shark, but honestly, he's a bit more human. Dr. Frog, what's a real shark's behavior gonna look like?
Glad you asked. The great white will stalk its prey, but shouldn't be considered a mindless killer. It's a little curious and will investigate unfamiliar objects while also trying to avoid unnecessary fights. Generally, it's a solitary hunter. A big thing to keep in mind is that these sharks are active swimmers and rely on active movement for ventilation of their gills. Also, do note that these guys have excellent senses, including smell, vision, mechanosensory systems, and electroreception. So, circling back to Mr. Shark, I think he has some of the strength and intimidation of a shark, but honestly, he is a bit more human. D- at best.
Overall, we're gonna give Mr. Shark a D. Moving on. Fifth on the list is none other than King Shark. This Hawaii native great white shark is a DC comic supervillain, or anti-hero, depending on who's asking. So let's take a look at his anatomy. Similar to Mr. Shark, we have another tailless humanoid shark in King Shark. He has the teeth, the bulky head, the gray skin, the shark fin, but he has hands and fingers, feet, legs, pants, muscular body, no tail. So when we stack him up to a real great white shark, I'm going to go ahead and recommend a D for the anatomy score. Next, let's look at his behavior. We see more of a human intelligence here, maybe slightly below human intelligence depending on the depiction. He does speak and he forms relationships with others and can be part of a team to execute on plans and participate in a group. In combat, he sometimes uses weapons other than his razor sharp teeth, so that's not very shark-like. Oh, and a large negative again here is going to be he lives outside of the ocean and water. I'm going to have to give the behavior a D as well. So overall, that's a D for King Shark. Number 4 is Jeff the Land Shark. Now we're talking marble. Jeff is so cute. He has some interesting anatomy here. A lot of it is kind of close to a great white. It's the 4 legs that take away the most points. And he is a bit smaller than a great white would be. Overall, we'll give him about a C. While Jeff is curious and predatory, instinctive, like a great white shark, he is more puppy-like in all of this. He runs around on land playing with humans. For crying out sakes, he's more like a golden retriever. End of the day, we're gonna have to give a D for behavior. Overall, we can combine and say Jeff the Land Shark is about a C. That's a good boy, yes you are, yes you are. Next on the list we have Jabberjaw, the titular character from the 1976 series. He's a drummer and mascot for a rock group called the Neptunes. He's the only non-human in that group. Okay, I'm feeling like there's going to be issues with this guy. What does he get wrong with the anatomy? Well, first, his eyes are forward-facing. There's also the issue that not all of his fins are present. And yeah, his coloration is light blue, so that's a tad bit too cartoonish. We'll say overall about a C here. And then comes his behavior. Playing drums in a band with humans, at least it's all happening underwater. Clearly major issues though. D+. Overall rating for Jabberjaw is going to be a C.
Lenny, where are you? Lenny! Hey, Lenny! Sorry. Lenny?
Lenny's anatomy actually looks a bit better than I remembered straight off my dome. Also, did you remember that Jack Black voiced Lenny from Shark Tale?
They love you, they hate me.
So Lenny hits most of the boxes we described before. I'll zero in on his biggest downsides. Eyes. They're human-like. That's really the main issue. B+ overall. When it comes to Lenny's behavior, he's gonna fall apart completely. He loses a lot of points for being a vegetarian. Yeah, do you remember that? It is like the most anti-shark thing ever for a great white to eat only plant matter. At least he lives in the ocean though, and with the vegetarian behavior and social human morality issues mingling with family and friends in Shark Tale, I can't really justify higher than a C. Overall rating for Lenny? B. Number 1 on the list, Bruce.
Fish are friends, not food.
Bruce is our deserved number 1. He has the anatomical shape of a true great white shark. I think my only gripe with his anatomy is that his pupils are a little too small. Honestly, nearly perfect execution here. Coloration, all the fins, you name it. Anatomy, we're giving that an A. I really want to talk about the interesting part of Bruce's behavior. While he is super prey driven and a powerful hunter of the seas, he's part of a shark support group. It's kind of a comedic relief. And it's the major downfall of his realism, his realistic behavior. It introduces friendship, human speech, and morality. However, this is the only shark on this list that I feel has true undertone of actual great white behavior. Bruce is our king. Give it up for number 1, Bruce. Behavior B. Overall, we're giving Bruce an A. Give it up for the king, number 1, Bruce. Time for a recap.
Captain Falcon, Donkey Kong, Giga Koopa, Kirby, Luigi, break the targets!
Thanks for watching.